What is up, guys? This is Bradley Abbott with Butter, Spice, and Why Don't You Have a Slice? This is the first episode that I'm going to do for my podcast that involves recipes, and they are going to be coming to you at 4:30 every Wednesday. And one thing that you should know is that I don't talk about the recipes unless I've cooked them at least 3 times and practiced them and had some success with them. So the recipe that I want to talk to you about today is actually chicken arrabbiata penne. Now, I'm gluten-free, so I made this with gluten-free rice flour. So what you do is time it right. I only had 1 hop, so I had to do this. But to make this delicious dish, I wouldn't put the pasta in straight away. Prep. It takes time to prep this. Every site, every book has this information in different ways to do it, but the result is ultimately going to pretty much look the same. So, the way I prepped it is you need chilies. This is green, red chilies, red wine. You can add onions in because they mix with the chilies nice, especially if you want more spice. Tomatoes, you need roughly about 3 to 5 sliced tomatoes, especially if you're going for 2, or if you're serving more, obviously you need to increase the amount of tomatoes you have, and get some tomato puree. Chopped garlic, roughly about, I'd say 3 or 4 parts of the garlic bulb, maybe half an onion, but use your own. This is where recipes can get confusing, but basically you can tailor it to you and your taste buds and your spice palette. So prep the sauce. You'll need garlic, salad tomatoes, tomato puree, chili peppers, red wine, okay? And I cook in butter. Oil is unstable, and when you heat it, it becomes highly oxidized and is actually dangerous for your health. So I use butter. I heat the pan up 10 to 30 seconds, and then I put butter on there, a couple of patterns of butter. Then when it's sizzling, put the garlic in first, only cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. Then all the prepped recipes that you have, the sliced tomato, the tomato puree, the red wine, the chili peppers, all go in straight after the garlic has been in for roughly about 1 minute or 2 minutes. Stir the sauce up, okay? Stir it up. Nice. Now you can put some rice flour, or if you're not gluten intolerant, you can put any flour in you want into the pan of butter before you put in the rest of the ingredients, and because the flour makes it sizzle. But before you do put anything in the pan or the oven, I tend to do the sauce last but despite on what it says on the internet you read, it literally takes a lot less time to cook. It literally takes about 5 to 7 minutes to cook the sauce. It really isn't that long at all. Prep your chicken and the sauce before you cook them. Season your chicken fillets, mini fillets, or dice your chicken up into smaller pieces. Salt and black pepper. Put salt and black pepper to season, then put rice flour or flour on and coat them lightly with flour. Put them in the tin foil, wrap them up, they're ready to go. Stick the oven on for 10 minutes before you put the chicken in. Put the chicken in first because it takes longer to cook, or you can grill them, which is a bit faster. Have your sauce prep ready. Your penne, your pasta penne, whether it's gluten-free or otherwise, put it in the pan because pasta, as you know, takes roughly about 10 minutes to cook. Boil the hob. Then you've got your chicken in first, your penne in second. Then you cook the sauce last. Roughly when your chicken is cooked, put the cooked chicken in the pan with the sauce you made. Stir it up, mix it all together, and you'll have a beautiful arrabbiata chicken sauce. When the pasta's ready, dish it up, Pour the sauce and the chicken together on the pasta. Sprinkle some parsley or thyme on, and you have a beautiful made chicken arrabbiata penne. But like I said, the prep is absolutely vital for this. So prep it, prep your sauce. It takes more prep time for this dish than it will to cook. So set the oven on straight away, leave it 10 minutes to heat up. Prep the chicken first, season it with salt and pepper, then flour it, light coat of flour, stick it on the tray, stick it in the oven. Prep your sauce while the chicken is cooking, okay? Set the hob away, boil your kettle, put the penne pasta in, 10 minutes. You want to wait maybe 3 to 5 minutes after the chicken's in the oven, roughly. Use your own judgment with this because different ovens have different heat, depending on the fan propeller. If you have a fully functioning oven, some ovens have more ventilation around the entire innard of the oven than others. You know, the more you pay for an oven, the better it's going to be, basically. So again, chicken away, prep your sauce, boil the kettle, put the penne in, cook the sauce, mix the cooked chicken in with the sauce, dish the pasta up, chicken arrabbiata sauce over the penne, sprinkle it with thyme or parsley or both, and then parmesan lightly if you need to. And that is a beautiful, very tasty, spicy, zingy, mouth-watering chicken arrabbiata penne. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I'll be here next week with another recipe that I will be practicing. I always practice it. I always try it before I talk about it. This is Bradley Abbott signing off with Butter Spice and Why Don't You Have a Slice? Thank you so much. Peace out.